Hello viewers, welcome again today to our episode which will be on the presidential suit. But before I say anything, I will request our viewers, those who have not subscribed, to subscribe so that wherever we produce another episode, YouTube will automatically notify them. Viewers, kindly, as you get our powerful episodes, I do also request you to share, comment, and subscribe. Back to our episode. Our topic today is on presidential suit, whereby we will want to examine whether President William Ruto has been effectively using his suit. First and foremost, I wish to encourage our viewers that when we are talking about swords, we don't mean that using a sword to kill someone. A sword is a knife. We can say it's a kind of a sharp object which is sharp on both sides, meaning it can cut from both ends. Why is it significant when such a sword is given to a president or to our president William Ruto? The sword means that actually it is a sign of authority, power, meaning that it can move forward and backwards. It can cut forward and backwards. Viewers, by cutting backward and forward, it doesn't mean it's going to slash people forward and backwards. It simply means it is doing the job minus favoring anyone. A sword is just like the laws of Kenya, which don't spare anyone. They cut forward and backwards. Now, what are we missing today? Why are we not being or developing as countries, as those from Asian tigers, including Singapore, Korea? Whereas we take an example of housing projects from Singapore, whereby Kenyans of the working class and those of not working class have been exposed to taxes, that is not sufficient. There is also the usage of a sword. There is the usage of a sword. By using a sword, it means you use the taxes without favorism. Today, or what has motivated me to come up with this topic, is when I started wondering whether our president, the sword that we gave him, he just went and put it under his mattress. Because of the ongoing issues, we have the stone fertilizer, we have issues with striking doctors, issues with the banditry, issues within the Ministry of Transport, which are recurring time and again. This is whereby one wonders, does the president have the sword What is Rigathi Gachagua doing? Is he letting the president to move out of state house without the sword? I thought he promised Kenyans that he will ensure that no one interferes with the state house. As the state house also been captured, what is happening? What is Mithika Rinturi doing in office? What is Susan Nakuminja doing in office? Because they are touching on the core pillars of the presidential. They are touching on the core pillars of the presidential dream. The president promised that he will ensure fertilizer has dropped to even 1800 Kenyan shillings. He has done his best. Today it is selling at 2,500 by 50 kg bag. But all of a sudden, the fertilizer has changed to pea stones and cow dung. And the minister in charge, the CS in charge, is denying. Where is the sword? You know, we as citizens, we have no relationship with your CS. They are your people whom you chose. These are the people who are protecting you. But how can they protect your projects by destroying the projects? They are well funded, the ministries are well funded, meaning that they should not give any excuse as to why they cannot perform, as to why they cannot identify the gaps. They don't need, for example, the Ministry of Agriculture to wait for the DCI to investigate. They should already have come up with those who are fully involved for prosecution. Where is your sword? A sword is normally used or okay, in our language is known as onjore, meaning it is sharp on both sides. It does not know a friend or an enemy. If it moves forwards, it cuts. If it moves backwards, it cuts. So are these people being protected? What are they doing in the office? Because you have many Kenyans, even if you want to do regional balancing, you can have those Merus who can replace them, Ruyas who can replace them. If you cannot do that, remember we are moving to the next phase of housing, whereby we have cement, then expect some kind of cement in the form of stones. If you cannot give these ones discipline, this is the time you have to discipline those who do against your philosophy. Kenyans will always work with you very closely when they see that the sword which they gave you is being used effectively. You don't need to wait for opposition like now. The Karonsos and his group who are telling you to use the sword. Everyone now is up to you looking whether you know to use the sword or whether you only use the sword frontwards and not backwards. The sword should be used on both sides. Uh, Transport. When we come back to the Ministry of Transport, there has been a number of issues, road accidents, poor construction of roads, and many other things. Where is your sword? It sounds like a poem, but where is your sword? It's not dictatorship. It is the powers given by the people. It's not killing someone. It is taking responsibility by bringing order to your people who are your eyes on the various ministries. How long can people take cases to courts not because they are against your projects, but because they fear the inefficiency, incompetent, corruption of the readers? Where is your sword? Thank you. Members, kindly you can continue subscribing, sharing, so that we can be receiving this most important information. Bye.